It's changed, but I've been reading an article about it. Was that terrible case of the fellow who went over to the Ukraine and actually got killed because there were no... Yeah, they got...
illegal fighting.
Yeah. Okay, so... We're going to go now.
Okie dokie.
We can't be seen to condone smoking.
No problem. Assurément.
So, you had to get inside the skin of this man. You had to be him. What insight did that give you into the kind of man that he is?
Well, that's quite a loaded question, because I'm never actually going to be him, so I'm not sure quite to how much insight I really have to what's going on in Charlie's head, but I got to sit and spend an awful lot of time with him and talk to him and see how he reacted in situations and have various conversations with him about things, so I could observe and reflect him, and then sort of do my show and tell, as it were, with this script in Bronson.
How apprehensive are you about, or were you on Chris Brock? Presumably he knows all about the content of the film now, about how he'd react to what you'd done with him.
I wasn't worried at all, actually, because along the way we'd been talking during the collaboration and the work on the script that was going on with the production company, and I'd go in and visit him and talk to him about things changing and discuss things with him, and so I had a dialogue with him whereby I felt supported.
So this is the crux of the question, really. What if you had to explain him, and most of us are never going to meet him, so if you had to explain him in words rather than by acting, as a person, how would you describe him? How would you sum him up?
That's a very difficult question, actually. It's a lot easier for me to act than to speak. That's why I do what I do, and I say other people's lines. But the man who I know and who I've come to know and as a friend is an incredibly articulate and generous, warm-hearted, intelligent man. And with a past of huge sort of anger issues.
And can you get any insight? And none of us here is a psychoanalyst, but can you get any insight into why there are two sides to it?
I mean, only in a sort of pat armchair psychological way. I mean, it's a very complex person, I mean, to say, is there Jekyll and Hyde in him? Yes, but then that's not. I mean, there's also a human being there as well who I spoke to, and I didn't see the other side, the side that comes out, which is actively violent and stuff. And I don't think anyone's seen that for about 9 years. So, the Charlie Bronson that I met wasn't an active, an aggressive human being. But a man who had a history of that. So anything that I say is purely hypothetical and something I would make up. But I would say it was definitely reactionary, and I think reactionary in a naturally sort of very instinctive way, of sort of self-will run riot, as it were. A very prideful and willful way that, when told to do something, flagrantly, that would be disobeyed in a way that was incredibly naughty but not evil, except the fact that the man's massive and physically very capable of causing great amounts of damage. So you've got a sort of childlike, reactionary being in the body of a colossus.
What is this film going to achieve then? How a lot of people come here tonight to the premiere. A lot of people are going to watch it, we hope. What kind of image are they going to come away with of Charles Bronson?
I don't know. I have no idea. I think the way I wanted it as a performer to leave it was to give the audience the opportunity to form their own opinion. Actually, I hope to neither vilify nor glorify, but just to lay down somebody who was very reactionary, who not only, as I've found, it was a very personable and likeable character, but also capable of great destruction and danger.
I think that was all right. Yep, that's great. Got it.
Okay.
Yeah, please. It produce the program, to make the show, produce the things, the trailers, the teasers, the studio, the interaction, the presenters.
But that's manipulation, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of post-production. Whereas we take in the raw material, there you go, and they take it and they present it. So.